to the bold analysis. Election experts and people who have been following this. A Kriegler report that was released after what happened in this country in 2007 said that our electoral system should be progressive every 5 years. Because according to him, that was the only way that we were going to inject sanity in our electoral system. Today, the broad-based siblings who came up with that NADCO report are now saying that there is an inside plot to pull plug on live transmission of election results. And the deep state is working on a bill to stop IEBC, or rather not to compel IEBC to do live transmission of results. Now, so what happens? You may need to understand this. I want us to get deep to this article. If you remember this, the law now mandates IEBC that it is by law, it is a must, that there must be a live transmission. And that is why hours after an election, when results start streaming, you normally see results, you normally see an outcome of those results there. In this podcast, I'm going to explain much in details and demonstrate why the state wants live stream to stop. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our videos. Remember, we are supporting urgently building a house for these two disabled siblings, brothers in Watamu, Malindi. Now, we are reaching out to you to help us build a house for Edison and Harrison. They are currently, they were being supported by Msamaria Mwema, who is now chasing them from that place this Thursday. So I promised them that on Wednesday I will be in Watamu so that we put up a structure, a house for them. And now they are disabled, but they use one wheelchair. So I'm also planning to get one extra wheelchair so that the other brother can have his own wheelchair. And that is why I'm reaching out to you. So this is disability care. We've been doing granny care, targeting the elderly, but now this is disability care targeting disabled. So kindly reach out, support this. Apart from political analysis, we also do charity programs. And I believe that we shall really touch a life. This is very urgent, and we believe that it can be achieved. The target is around 200,000, but I believe, as we say, pole pole hujaza kibaba. Pole pole or kidogo kidogo hujaza kibaba. I just wanted to get a soundbite from Edison making his play.
Mimi Edison. Mimi Edison tuko mahali ambapo tunafukuzwa. Mwenyewe anataka ile nyumba aijenge tena, anatufukuza. Sasa tukapatiwa mahali hapa tujenge, lakini sasa mpango wa pesa ni pesa ndio nimekoma hapa mahali tumefika. So nataka msaada, mtusaidie ili tuendelee kujenga mahali hapa, tuwe tukiishi mahali hapa. Ni hivyo. Changamoto ya kutembea pia ndio hii changamoto ya kutembea pia. Natembea na wheelchair, yani singeweza kutembea na miguu yangu, ni wheelchair ndio najisaidia kutembea nayo. Sasa ningeomba msaada wa kujenga hii nyumba.
Now, guys, why did we have live transmission? Why did we introduce live transmission in the Election Acts 2010? The reason why it was introduced is to avoid that dark area. There is normally a dark hour between election at the end of when polling stations are closed and at the time the results are announced. However, you will understand that since 2013, both the commission led by Isaac Hassan, the 2017 commission led by Chebukati, and the 2022, one thing you will agree is that live stream, around midnight, midway that live stream, it normally collapses. It normally goes down. And then after 2013, I remember an expose that was done by the current Nyali Member of Parliament, Mohamed Gichopevu. He said that, I don't know, there was a plug which was pulled out at some point. In 2017, Raila versus Uhuru, that live stream, I remember it stopped at 10 p.m. It stopped at 10 p.m. and Uhuru Kenyatta maintained a gap of around 800,000 votes between him and Raila Odinga. That election was disputed. The same happened in this election of 2022. At some point, that when media was live streaming that event, media was halfway live streaming the results, it also stopped halfway. So there have been a deliberate effort to frustrate it. As to whether it's a deep state and it's a normal connection with the commission is something that we're yet to unravel. But you will agree with me that that transmission has been a crisis. Remember, the results that is normally projected by the media comes from that transmission. Wanachukuanga kutoka hapo. So the results that are live streamed there ni zile zenye zimetoka. Whatever they receive at that point, they tally and they put it there. But that is what is called provisional results. Now, if this law is passed, there will be no provisional results. After voting, you go home and wait for all those 12 or 10 hours speculating on who is winning and who is losing. Then, abruptly, you will end up with the final results. Now, the provisional results has been a tool to manage expectations. And sometimes, even if the final results are coming, already what washajua. People absorb the election, the shocker. It's a shock absorber, because kama mtu wako, if Raila is losing, already you are saying Raila is losing. So hata wakati Wafula Chebukati anakuja ku announce, it's not such a big shocker unless you are coming something else. But I want us to get to this article just to understand what is in it. The IEBC, according to what is in this article, will not be compelled to live stream presidential election results as announced by returning officers if a proposed law is enacted. Returning officer is at the constituency level. The government-sponsored Elections Amendment Bill 2024, currently before the Senate, seeks to delete Article 39 of Elections Act and introduce another one that, among others, do not require IEBC to facilitate live streaming of presidential election results. Currently, the commission is required to live stream the results at the National Turning Center as announced at the polling stations. It is from these here that media picks the information and broadcasts it. The bill is sponsored by Arun Chariot, and it's a product of NADCO. It was inserted in NADCO. Now, in 2022, Wafula Chebukati made a similar attempt to ask JLAC, Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, which was chaired by Kangema Member of Parliament Muturi Kigano, the then Member of Parliament Muturi Kigano, to stop live stream. But the decision by Wafula Chebukati was the inability of the system to do the live stream. Then that commission overruled IEBC's proposal not to live stream the election results. Now, they made an attempt. By that time, the commission made an attempt through Wafula Chebukati, and it declined. Today, it is the government, through that NADCO, that is now proposing that live stream to be stopped. Saying doing so will defeat the purpose of, but they're saying, the then Commissioner Muturi Kigano said, if they stop Livestream, it will defeat the purpose of enhancing transparency in announcement and declaration of results. The bill proposes that the Commission shall electronically transmit the results within 2 hours of declaration of the results from a polling station to the constituency tallying center and then national tallying center. The candidates or the agents and observers, it adds that where the results are not transmitted within 2 hours, the returning officers responsible shall provide reasons in a prescribed form. Returning officers shall declare the results to be required physically deliver the tabulated results from a polling station to the constituency tallying center and to the tallying center, national tallying center. If enacted in the current form, it means that Kenyans will have to access the digital image of Form 34A, which contains the presidential results are declared by the polling stations from the IEBC portal, and do their own tallying to get a feel of who is winning, but not there. Now, the bill also has omitted provisions where there is a discrepancy between electronically transmitted and physically transmitted results. It has further omitted the requirement that any failure to transmit or publish the election results in electronic format shall not invalidate the results as announced and declared. Now wait. For now, what is the system? Is the PO, presiding officer, is supposed to declare the results, sign, then upload in that KIMS kit. But after uploading, then that is what will go to IEBC portal. You will have to carry the physical form and walk to the constituency returning center. From that constituency returning center, the tabulation will be done, and then forms physically carried, so that by the 290 returning officers to the national tallying center in Bomas. What this law omits is this: if you declare and you fail to upload in the KIMS kit, then whatever you have declared the constituency tallying center and you carry the physical form to the national tallying center, if there is a difference, there is no case there. So you are not compelled to upload in the KIMS kit. What are you seeing here? Of course, someone realizes that the KIMS kit had defaults here and there. By the electronic voting system, it was introduced to bring sanity in our election. But clearly, they are trying to put it off. So that is what is in this proposal. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? The country is asking a question to the political class. Can you give us an answer? Why do you want to stop the electronic transmission of results? I'm a bit curious on that. I really want to understand, why do you want that? Kindly subscribe to our channel. And also, we just want to remind you that if you have logistics and you want to move office items from one place to the other, from Nairobi to other towns, or you want to move your house belongings, then you need to work with Topmark Movers. Topmark Movers is the best company in town in terms of movement, and when you move your treasures in a safe, professional, with a safe, professional company. Work with Topmark Movers. Remember, on our November project, we are building a house for Edison and Harrison in Watamu, and we're reaching out to you on behalf of the two brothers. Kindly help us put up a house for the two siblings in Watamu. Now, I'm seeing some few reasons here why there is a plan to stop the live stream. I think the state wants to manage outcome perceptions. I've been saying this. The mid-elections are very difficult for incumbents. Looking at the context where this proposal is being brought, William Ruto is battling a one-term narrative, is battling a move, is battling narratives that convinces the country that for the first time, give the president 5 years and let him go and change guard. And one of the things that is on table for the incumbent is vote rigging. So the context is very suspicious. The context of that proposal, it's very questionable. So I think someone wants to manage the perceptions. When and I can tell you that when it will be downloaded from the portal, remember, even if you download from the portal and whatever is in the portal is uploaded and there is a difference from what is in the portal and what has been brought on paper, then what is on paper will reign and there will be no case. Even if there is a discrepancy. I've read that part of that article. Kama ile yenye PO ameload kwa Kimskate, there is a difference na ile yenye alisign, ile yenye iko kwa paper, ile physical paper alileta. Then ile yenye iko kwa physical paper will reign. It will be the valid one and there will be no case. So there is no essence of, the essence of uploading the Kimskate was for live transmission. So technically, it's like there is no need for live transmission. So someone wants to manage perceptions so that what people be in the dark, what are to make calculations out, but within no time, maybe things can tide. The other issue is this. I think Kenya Kwanza, technically, they are sliding back our elections to analog. I remember to the last day, we had elections on 8th August 2022. 7th August is when a high court was sitting in Nairobi to decide whether analog or digital. In terms of that register, whether we are going to use a digital register or a printed one. I remember that discussion. From this issue of removing the live stream, I think number one thing that they're also avoiding is the people that chrome at the National Tallying Center. Now, if there is a place that the current brand of politicians that are emerging that want to seek presidency should put their energy is election reforms. Because every government will always attempt to fix elections in their favor. There is always an attempt to rig. And that brings me to number 3. Without this live stream, and the proposal to only not to compel the PO or the RO to upload forms in the Kimskate, there could be a plan, there could be a deep state plan on rigging. That cannot be wished away. There could be a deep state plan to rig. And lastly, I think we are not, the effort not to fund our election, not to fund IEBC and constitute IEBC is very deliberate. And if you're not careful, I think Kenya Kwanza are not keen on getting the country have a functional IEBC. I'm seeing twists and turns, and these are part of the delay tactic. Someone will go to court so that this get drags, this and that. Then they say you cannot constitute IEBC. I can tell you, we are not still constituting IEBC, looking at the kind of proposals we are bringing. Thank you. But tell me, why do we want to stop the live stream, election live stream from the National Tallying Center? Thank you.